Hey guys, my name's Aaron. I'm a full-time firefighter paramedic. I'm 25 years old and I just bought my first house.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and stop right there. I thought this was gonna be more of like a follow along type video, but turns out I'm not that good with the camera and I get frustrated too easy, so I couldn't record everything. So right now, I'm just going ahead and showing you guys the front yard of when I first bought this house back in December of 25, and just kind of pointing out the things that I think I'm going to be cutting down, all these bushes and trimming those up, just to really help with the curb appeal, make the front of the house look better. I was planning on keeping those bushes, but I'm going to be cutting those. As you walk in, this is just going to be the front entrance, the living room area. And where are we going? That's back down the hallway of the house. And this is going to be the kitchen area. I'm going to be replacing all of the appliances, and putting a dishwasher into that spot right there. And so turning around, that door I'm going to be taking out, and this shelf is going to be going as well. I don't really have a point in using those things, and I have a different idea for that back room there. And so my sister and her son showed up, and so this area back here is going to turn into the dining room. Now we just jump to the garage, and it really isn't that bad, and you'll see a little bit later, I really didn't do much to it. Eventually I will though. And I know it was real quick, but there was a sliding glass door in this garage, and you'll see that I put it into the dining room a little bit later.
Coming back into that kitchen, down the hallway, we can kind of start seeing back over here, and we're gonna have our bathroom. This again is gonna be our only bathroom.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be a pretty good content creator. So back to the voiceover. This is the first bedroom here. Walking back out, we're going to be walking into what is now my bedroom, the primary or master bedroom. And you're going to see those sliding doors there. I ended up taking those out. I don't really like sliding doors, and so I didn't want them anymore. I put them into the first bedroom we saw. This is that third bedroom. And then back into where the dining room is, and now we're going to be starting to look at the backyard. And you can see things are pretty overgrown out here as well. Just going to be cutting down and trimming stuff up back here to make outside look better, front yard and backyard. And I'm really just walking around like, oh, I'm going to be cutting this down. I'm going to be doing all this good stuff. And that's really all I'm showing right now is everything that I plan on cutting down or trimming up or making look better or different. A lot of stuff I didn't end up doing because as I continue to do more things, I realized that I don't want to keep doing stuff. And so I kind of changed my mindset and did a little bit less than what I was hoping for or thinking I was going to do. But I live in the house now. This is that back little area, the back ADU, if you want to call it that, the mother-in-law suite. And the ceilings were a little bit low, and so I'm going to be taking out that ceiling fan. That water heater, I ended up moving outside into an enclosed box. And I'm just showing here that this can be a full kitchen if it was arranged better. This is going to be the back bedroom area of the ADU, and so right now I'm just showing that I was going to be widening out that area, that wall, to make a bigger passageway and then putting in a mini split. This is the bathroom, and honestly, the bathroom wasn't too bad.
All right guys, so today we're not gonna do a whole bunch. We're really just gonna kind of do some of the landscaping stuff, really cut down a lot of these trees. We have some like bushes and things over here as well, and then back over this way.
Yep, so just getting to chopping, cutting down quite a bit. And this bush here, I kind of now wish I would have just cut it back, made it a little bit smaller, look nicer, instead of completely cutting it down, because I cut it down to the stump. But it does grow back, and I've cut it a couple more times, and it grows back pretty quick. There's my dad there. He came to help me this day. He was working on that back dining room area is what it is. and he's just scraping up old tiles in there. Back to cutting, cut down quite a bit. You can see that bush is gone, and now I'm just trying to shape up these bushes that I'm keeping the best I can. Never really done this before. The shape isn't too good, but it's trimmed up, so progress, I guess. Walking.
Just got back from Home Depot. Got some stuff back here. All that stuff over there. And then my sister, she's been moving all that stuff from the back out to here.
So later on this night, I decided to start putting in that sliding glass door, and I took that shelf out. Well, my sister took the shelf out. I was doing the door, and that's about as far as I got. I ended up coming back later and shoring it up better, making it square and supporting the roof a little bit differently, better, but that wasn't a load-bearing area anyway. Just showing what it looks like from the outside, and all the wood that I kind of saved from what I cut out, because I made a patch where that old window used to be, and so I just painted over it, and it honestly looks fine now that it's all painted. This is what it looks like from the inside. So now let's go ahead and look at what this place turned into. I'm really proud of it, actually. So it is now the end of April, mid-April, end of April, and this is what I've gotten done so far. And again, bought the house December 2025. This is April 2026. So just that 4 or 5-ish months, this is everything that I was able to do. And honestly, this is probably about it. Now we're coming into the living area. This is that living room. And I've always wanted a real big fish tank. This fish tank is a 55 gallon. I've had bigger. But once I moved from Colorado to South Texas, I got rid of everything. And so that's something I'm real proud of right now. I really like that. This is the kitchen. Stainless steel, everything. And this is what that room turned into, what the dining room turned into. So go back and look at what it used to be, because now it's a dining room, you know? This is the office space, and I'm actually sitting in that chair right now recording this and editing up this video. I plan on making that a little saltwater tank. It's 12 gallons. The bathroom, just kind of painted that mirror black. Put in a new vanity sink, and honestly, that's about it for there. That's my bedroom. Hung up some curtains, and I changed out the doors. I need to fix the doors. They don't close all the way. They're just a little bit too big. They overlap, but I prefer that over sliding doors. And this is that back bedroom. I kind of made it into my cat's room, and also a gym. This is what the garage looks like now. And this is the back. I ended up painting that back building, that ADU, and there's actually a renter in there right now, and so I'll put up some pictures of what back there looks like. Fix up the backyard, put up a shed, and got a chicken coop. It's for 4 chickens. I have 4 chickens in there right now, and all of my yard supplies are in that shed there. And so these are the pictures of that ADU, that mother-in-law suite. That's when you first walk in, and that little kitchen area. This is gonna be the new bathroom, and I just took down that dividing wall and put in a new vanity sink. This will be that back bedroom area, put a built-in desk and a closet area, and put in a mini split. And before those folks moved in, we put in another window, me and my dad, and it's bigger, lower to the ground, easier to get out of in case of an emergency. And so we just threw it in. That was the only place where we could put it, that would make sense.
So that's it. That's the house. Goodbye, everybody.